So right now we want to bring in one of the most honest people I know, a young man trying to grow, Mr. Tony Graham.
Woo! It's funny that you said the most honest person, because I was sitting here thinking, is everyone who you ever encountered, would they think that as well?
Uh-oh.
It's all about perspective. It's all about perspective.
Nah, I'm the most honest person in the world.
How are you?
I'm doing all right. How y'all doing?
Good. I saw you was enjoying that. You felt like Manar was speaking up for y'all.
Oh yeah, facts. Everything she said was facts.
Here you go.
It's all about choices.
I think about choices, but like we just said, it's poisonous whether you touch it or not. Like we got to address that part. We can't address I think a lot of people want to talk about the harm instead of the core. I don't care if you hurt 60 people. It's their fault that they let you. But we can't say that you're not poisonous. Not you in particular. No attacks here. But I'm just saying we have to address it.
That's where the honesty comes in at, though. If I tell you day one that this is what you're going to get, this is who I am, then that's your choice.
Poisonous?
Yeah.
No.
If I tell you that I'm poisonous, why you going to hear me?
If you tell me that you're poisonous, then you're admitting you're poisonous.
And some people, man, it just all depends.
If I tell you I'm a bite, then whether I bite you or not, I'm a bite. Like it is what it is. But I'm excited to have this talk with you because I feel like, in particularly to relationships, a lot of men, and I'm gonna say women too, but a lot of people think that honesty cancels out toxicity. It does not.
Nah, it don't at all. I tell you that right now, it don't at all. Like 0%.
Being honest does not make you and I think that's what I keep wanting to beat on your head. Telling me you're poisonous does not make you less poisonous. I'm gonna still die.
But it's still your choice.
But if I die, it's not your fault.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's your choice.
But you
can't get upset at me for being.
But you agree that you're poisonous, like that.
But you can't get upset with me for me being myself.
Again, we're talking about reactions.
Tell me this: what's worse? Like you just said earlier, she said that everybody has some toxic problems with them. So you telling me who's worse? The person who tells you from day one they're toxic, or once you get into a relationship with them and then they reveal then you see how toxic they are.
But now you're adding more aspects to the equation. Now we're measuring toxicity as in who's worse. But I'm just trying to get people before we can start measuring toxicity, we in this episode, we got to admit that it's there. Oh yeah,
it's there. It's definitely there.
I can admit my toxic trait. You know how that's what they say on Twitter. Yeah. On Twitter, they ask, "What's your toxic trait?" My toxic trait is I'm a runner, and I justify that with if I'm not getting what I want, God don't want me to settle. Let me get on through. So it's not out of fear, but you know what I'm saying? But my toxic trait is I'm quick to, you watch Everybody Hates Chris when she be like, I don't need this. My man got 2 jobs.
Yeah.
That's my theory in every single life. Job, school, people. It's like, I know that's my toxic trait. But my toxic trait, I think this is where it gets weird. It affects other people, but it affects me more. Right? So what would your toxic trait be?
My toxic trait is that I give you me from day one. You know what I'm saying? I give you me from day one. And then I know it takes, you got to throw logic out. Especially when it comes to dealing with me, you got to throw logic out. So my toxic trait is I give you all of me day one. I give you who I am day one. And then most people, 90% of people can't do that. They need to adjust and then become comfortable with you, But by the time you get comfortable with me, whether it's 2 months, 3 months, 5 months down the road, I'm like, why you couldn't do this from the beginning? So now I'm just I'm cool on you.
So your toxic trait is you like the chase.
Yeah.
Real quick. I'm not trying to jump in, but our definition of toxic for the day, right? But all of us are claiming we have toxic traits. Anything related to or caused by poison, which in that instance, what we're talking about now, that means we have poison within us that we're laying out. Anything that's harmful to a person's being, meaning what we have within us, is harming someone else. And anything that attempts to depreciate your value, meaning we can make actions that actually don't even align to the value that the person or thing
set for
trying to appreciate, it doesn't even align to that. So y'all keep going. Appreciate your honesty, Tonto. Let's keep going. I'm here. I'm
here too, bro.
So based on your, elongated definition or explanation, your toxic trait is you enjoy the chase. Because when a person matches your relax, you off of it.
Yeah, facts. It's just like, why you just ain't do this from the beginning? I just feel like people, me personally, like I said, y'all remember to throw logic out. You gotta throw logic out. You gotta be
even with what you just said. So she relaxes after 2 months, and you're like, why you ain't just do this in the beginning? And right? So why you ain't leave before she relaxed? Why was the period of her not being herself?
Oh, because I'm gonna make you love me.
See, you like the chase. Thank you for admitting it. That's all.
I'm gonna make you love me. Like, you gonna love me by the time I'm done. Like, you gonna love me. There's no question about it.
Well, why?
Why I'm gonna make you love me? Oh, because like I'm a great person. I think I'm a great guy.
that toxicity is fuming off my computer, okay? And it's all love, but it's a sense of I'm gonna make you love me because I need validation that I'm that nigga. I'm that lovable. And the fact that you didn't love me from the beginning, you wanted me to question myself. But now that I got you to love me, thanks for affirming. On to the next.
Yeah, facts, because you should have just believed me in the beginning.
So now I'm working to prove you wrong.
No, I wouldn't necessarily say working. I wasn't working. It ain't like I just
pursuing to prove to you that I am worthy of your love.
Yeah.
And when you finally open up and let me have it, bored.
I wouldn't necessarily say bored. It's just like, damn. It's like, damn, why you couldn't just do this from the beginning, bro? Like, we could have had so much more fun.
But you know that honestly, out of everything that's toxic, that's probably the most toxic statement. Because you truly believe that. You would not have had fun if she was open from the beginning.
Yes, I would.
No, you wouldn't. Now that she finally let you in.
I don't think so.
Now that she finally let you in, you're holding on to something that happened 2 months ago.
You had nothing to work for.
Hold on to everything. Y'all think about logic.
No, it's not about logic. It's about a sense. You talked about the external effects of this toxicity. You talked about what it looks like. Not once did you talk about what it feels like to you internally.
Oh, because to me internally, like I said from the beginning, let's say I start talking to somebody. I'm going to tell you up front that I don't want a girlfriend at all. Like, I'm going to tell you that I don't want a girlfriend.
Why is that though?
Well, I explained this earlier today, but me personally, I don't want a girlfriend. It's like, I don't think you guys will understand it, but for myself, I understand it. All right, if I find like a woman, that likes me, loves me, I feel like I'm gonna get complacent with that. And it's like, why do I need to better myself when she loves me? Like, I'm cool. The reason why I do that, I have no idea, but that's just how I feel.
You feel like I feel like you're putting more emphasis on the title because do you feel like?
Yeah,
Actually, you know what? That's perfect. What you just said is perfect. You feel like if you find someone who loves you exactly as you are, you're going to become complacent.
Yeah.
So the act of pursuing these people is like working out to you. It's like, stay on my toes. And as soon as it becomes equilibrium, as soon as you ran up that hill, you're like, need another hill.
Yeah, facts. Like you explained it perfect. Like that's exactly who I am. Like I get to a point. Bryant knows this. He knows my personal life. I get to a point, and I get to a certain point with somebody, and then it's like, all right, what's the next challenge?
Let me say my other toxic trait. My toxic trait is trying to fix people when that's just really how you are. You know what I'm saying?
Say that one more time.
Trying to fix people when it's really that's just you. So accepting that everybody does not need compatibility, that everybody does not. Now, I don't agree with I guess, your maneuver in relationships, because it could, as much as it may not be harmful to you, it's harmful to somebody else, whether you told them from the beginning or not. You know what I'm saying? So although you can move on with your life regularly, there is someone out there, and you are the villain. Like, you are the peak of why they are the way they are. And we're going to jump into that series that, next month. But it's like, you are the reason why they treat their friends this way. You are, so that I don't agree with. But the not settling down, I'm learning to be okay with not sitting here and being like, Tony, do you have commitment issues? Do you need a hug? Is that, like, I'm learning that there are literally 50, 40, 60-year-old men and women who are constantly okay with the chase. Like, that's just your lifestyle. The issue is you need to find someone who's okay with that lifestyle too. Not someone who likes commitment and turn them. That's where the toxicity actually becomes, like what Manar was saying. That person needs to know that they're walking into a room full of poison. Period.
But my thing is, as far as them, like you said, taking somebody who loves commitment, who wants commitment, and then me just being with the chase. My thing is, and I don't just say this from day one. I say this from the beginning. I say, if you want to leave, you can leave.
Everybody knows that.
But nobody. My thing is, it's my fault. I'm
the slave masters. It's not about having that. You could, obviously, I could leave, but it's something about that mental breakdown that causes someone not to leave. It's something about the love that you're giving them, whether you call it love or not. So
because nobody want to make choices no more. People don't want to make choices. They don't want to make choices because they feel like they're gonna feel bad for making that choice.
Yeah.
If you
I need to jump in because
like, you gonna feel bad for making that choice.
We're looking at something that's a lot, and we can, we schedule next month. And I think we can dive into a lot of the topics that we've addressed today from a broader standpoint. Because my connection with Tony, it comes from that honesty. And so my question is, out the gate, where do you believe, which you mentioned earlier, where do you believe this toxic trait stemmed from?
Me being complacent, and then me, what Ayat said, I'm the villain in somebody's story, and you don't know you're the villain until you're told you're the villain. And then once, depending on who that person is that's telling you the story, you don't know how they feel. And then once they tell you the story and you see how they feel, and you're trying to imagine yourself like, I never meant, like you tell yourself, I never meant to make you, do you any harm. But once they tell you that story, then it's like, damn, I got to do something. And so it's trying to, now it's more on me trying to prove to the next woman that I'm getting there. I'm working on it. I'm a way better man. I'm not here to try to hurt you. I just don't want a girlfriend right now.
Okay, so I think that doesn't answer Bryant's question. I think that answers Bryant. That answers why you became more honest.
It's cool. All we got to do is keep going. We just keep going and say, so why?
Yeah, because
why?
That's why you became honest. You became honest because you found out you was the villain.
Yeah.
So why are you the villain? Why are you scared of complacency?
The real reason, I have no idea why. I don't know, man. it ain't even got anything to do with relationships. It's just like the life.
Oh, we know it has nothing to do with relationships.
Yeah. It's just the life.
It's nothing wrong with not knowing either. So
yeah, I have an uncle. It's not nothing to do with relationships. I just have I have two uncles, and they still stay at my grandma and granddaddy house, and they in their mid-40s, one about to be 50 type.
You're gonna love our next series, because when I tell you everything in your life stems from trauma.
Yeah. And
that's another word that's another word that could be overused, but I think it's used perfectly.
Yeah. And so both of them, they still one stay it's a 2-bedroom house. One stay in the living room, one stay in his room. And one of my uncles, he has this woman. It's his lady. but he won't like commit to her. They have a child. She getting ready to graduate Clemson. Graduate from Clemson. She has a child. He won't get married to her. They won't move in together. They won't do anything type. And then I got my other uncle, and he just had 2 kids, like fresh 2 kids. Like I send you a picture right now, you can be like, Tony, them your kids. Like, so it's just like I don't want to be that. So I want to wait until I got everything that I feel like I need to get done, be done. And then maybe not saying it's 100% given, but probably then I'll commit.
I don't want to go too deep into it, but that also sounds like you feel like you're not worthy of that level yet.
Oh,
you feel like you're not worthy of someone to love you at your current state and to push you to the next state. You feel like you're not. I'm good enough for a good time. I'm good enough to hold you down. I'm a great friend. We talk about this all the time. I'm a great friend. I'm a loyal friend, but I'm not worthy of love because if I give her this at this level and she gives it back to me, then we're going to be stuck here forever.
Facts.
And now we got to, we'll dig deeper, figuring out the why. Like, why do you feel unworthy? Because that's what it is.
Oh, yeah. I didn't heard that before. Yeah.
Well, you are worthy, okay, Tony?
You are. Without a haircut, I'm not.
But you are. And I think that's something a lot of young Black men struggle with, especially when you come, don't lift it. I was
I'm gonna take it off for the joint.
But I feel like a lot of young Black men suffer of that syndrome, especially when you don't come from a 2-parent household. You don't come from successful lineage. You know what I'm saying? You're not you're first generation. We create these checklists that women are more flexible with, which we shouldn't be. But y'all create these checklists of, I got to do this before I settle down because I don't want to be like the niggas back home. I don't want to be like my daddy. I don't want to be like you create this super strict, you say you don't want to move with logic, but that list is illogical because on one hand, life is too short. We could die tomorrow. Yep. On the other hand, I got to make sure I have 50K in the account before I get here. You know what I'm saying? So we have to find a way to mesh them together in order to, minimize the toxicity because it ain't going to go away. Minimize it.
People don't want to take chances, man. That's all it is.
You want people. You talk about people.
Yeah, I don't want to take chances. That's what I'm saying. That's where it comes from. I don't want to take chances, man.
So a question, one of my last questions is, what happens if a significant other, relationship-wise, comes up and disproves you as far as like the attitude that we formulated? Like what happens if she comes up and shows you that you can be more, shows you that you're worthy of being loved? How do you then treat her?
Oh, that's my little baby.
He pushes her away. I'm gonna answer that for you.
No, I don't push her away.
I'm not ready for you right now, and you're gonna push. She gonna be your little baby, but you're not gonna wife her because you're not that self-worth.
Nah, it's nothing like that. It's nothing like that.
What's your answer?
If you have the mentality that I'm gonna push you and do this, like I say, other than like a handful of like some women I dealt with, they just like sit in the background and wait for me to say something. That's why I say people don't make choices. Like you wait until I say something and then you want to say something. But all right, but I think like men fall in love with women that's like their mothers. Like that, I think that applies to me. Like my mama pushed me, still pushes me. So a woman that pushes me, I don't know, I probably fall in love again. Because it happened. It's happened before. A woman pushed me. I fell in love with her, and that's it. Like I'm not pushing you to the side or anything like that. Now my actions, as far as like me being a man, that might push you to the side. But like as far as like me and you in a relationship, like you are my lady.
We call that self-sabotage.
My girl likes to sabotage. I love, yeah. She can only take so much more in her heart, God. She can only live for the moment. Why? I never know it. Guess I'll meet her right back at start. We're gonna drop this toxic playlist after this.
And you know that's a toxic individual. But no, we call that self-sabotage, but there's layers to that. There's multiple layers to that. We may definitely invite you back on the show when we talk about what fuels you, because we need to dive deeper into this for sure.
That's me.
I think our next month is going to be follow-ups as far as like more precise, more specific topics to things that y'all have witnessed this month. So Tony Tonto or Tony Graham, we appreciate your honesty.
Thank
you.
We're
going to dive deeper into it. And we thank you for checking in today. We thank you for acknowledging that everyone has toxic traits.
Yeah.
Also acknowledging that you know how it affects the people that you deal with.
Yeah, facts. Hey, in future, definitely not toxic at all. He a crybaby.
Oh, again, you could be multiple things. Again.
My man, not toxic. He said Lori Harvey name 20 times in his album.
You could be a snip and toxic.
I didn't even hear what my man said. He said,
give me glory, give me Lori, give me victory.
Boy, you could be multiple things, and I think we need to stop thinking that human beings are not multidimensional. And then
Drake toxic.
He is toxic. I agree.
That should be the toxic king. Every album since Take Care, he been calling out a woman who moved on with her life. That's toxic. If you move on with your life, if you moved on with your life and I'm the biggest thing out, and I keep calling your name, saying, "Ooh, I miss the times we had."
Again, you think it got to be one or the other. It's okay. We're gonna talk. We're gonna work on you.
All of that, man. We love you, Tonto. You know you check out every week.
Thank you.
That'll be easy.